Chocolate icebox cake is one of the easiest desserts to make. 3 simple ingredients come together to form a dramatic dessert that solves a chocolate fix and makes any adult feel like a kid. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. On this channel, we teach you all about celebrating. We share recipes for food, hors d'oeuvres, cocktails, and we share entertaining tips too. Now we try and keep it all as simple as possible, especially for those of you out there who say that you just can't cook or entertain, because we know that you really can. So if you like this episode, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get a new episode every single week. Today, our celebration is all about dessert. I'm pulling out an old classic today. We're going to make a chocolate icebox cake. Let's get started. We're going to start with whipped cream. That's what makes this an icebox cake. I'm starting out with, I have 2 cups or 180 mils of heavy cream right in my bowl. Now my mixer bowl and my beater I chilled because that's going to help the whipped cream just come together a little more efficiently. So right in the bowl, just like that. To the whipped cream, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, just plain ordinary sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Right in. Now we're going to beat this until we get stiff peaks. I'm going to start it off a little slower, and then I'm going to put it up a little faster. Let's give it a check. Now, you don't want to go too far because you don't want butter, but you want stiff peaks. So how do I know it's stiff peaks? Take this off. Not quite there. Now, if you don't have a stand mixer, you can do this with a hand mixer, or you could do it by hand with a whisk. Just take a little longer. Let's give this another moment. That should do it. Yes. Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay. Pull this aside. Next, we're going to assemble this cake. So let me pull this aside and move old Bertha here out of the way. All right, now we're ready to start building our cake. The basis of this cake is chocolate wafers. There are many brands out there. This is what they look like. This is a 9-ounce package or 225 grams. But you can use any thin wafer cookie, like a chocolate chip or other flavor, but I love the classic chocolates. And that's all they look like. Very thin, dark chocolate, delicious. Now this is easy, easy, easy. You're just going to take a dollop to maybe a generous teaspoon, spread it on the cookie. Put it on your plate, pick up the next wafer, put it down like a sandwich cookie. We're going to build stacks. I'm going to take another one. We're going to take this one, put it on, right on top. Same thing. Now it's okay if it's not perfectly even. It's all going to come together. Simple so far. I'm going to keep going and I'm going to do a lot of these little stacks. Then we'll assemble it into the cake. I've made a few stacks here, just 4. We can add to them later, but I want to show you how the process works and what it looks like. Now they're not perfect, they're not pretty, and that's okay, they don't have to be. This is just getting the structure together. So let's build the plate. I have a nice rectangular serving plate here that we're going to build this cake right on. Now we're going to start this with putting a little smear of the whipped cream on the plate. That's going to serve as a foundation so we can stand our little stacks up on edge. Now again, this is one of those places where this is going to get messy, and that's okay. We can clean it up later. Just like that. Right down. Now our little stacks, we carefully pick up. I'm going to turn on end, and they're going to stand just like that. Okay, next one. Do you see where I'm going with this? Lovely. So much fun. All right, that's a nice size. You could make it a little bigger if you wanted, just by simply adding another cookie or two on the end. But we're going to leave it like this, I think, today. So here's our cake. What's our next step? We want to cover this with this whipped cream. This is where it's going to get a little messy, and that's okay. But we want to lavishly cover it. Don't be shy. Just cover it all up. Now, I love recipes like this because you can change them up. You can change the flavor of the whipped cream. You can change the flavor of the cookie and make a different experience every single time. Okay. So you just want to make sure the cookies are all covered. I think I have a hole. Yeah. All right. Now we're just going to clean this up a bit. Smooth it out as best you can. It's going to look like a log. That's kind of the idea. Now I'm just going to clean up the platter a little bit. Get some of this little spillage off. All right. Now we're all iced. This has to go in the fridge for at least 8 hours, but 24 is better. What's going to happen is those cookies inside are going to soak up some of the moisture from the cream and become really cake-like and delicious and rich. And all that flavor is going to all come together. So we're going off to the fridge now. Here's one that I made last night because I didn't want to make you wait for 24 hours. I'm just going to decorate this a little bit. It's delicious. I've got a favorite little chocolate here, my little microplaner. We're just going to dust some grated chocolate on it. Just all over. Beautiful. Chocolate snowfall. How bad can that be? Okay. Now let's get into this. The best way to slice this and serve it is on the diagonal. So I'm going to take a cut right here. Ooh, it's very cake-like already. My little piece. Look at that. So here's my plate. This is what it looks like inside. How wonderful is that? Another great thing about this, you can make this and then freeze it. You pop it in the freezer until the cream gets really hard, then you wrap it up tight. It'll stay in your freezer for 2 weeks. So let's give it a taste. Cookies are all nice and soft. And they've gotten very rich from the whipped cream. That nice little chocolate on the outside. It's delicious. It's sweet, chocolatey. I need another bite. Wow. It's like a grown-up version of a certain sandwich cookie that I won't mention. We'll see you on Tuesdays for our regular episodes and Fridays for Basic Skills Day or Cocktail Fridays. So I'm going to go eat some more of this cake. While I do that, I want you to watch some of these videos over here. Cheers.